Then Mrs. Claus helps Santa into his suit.
She got him.
Ah, Santa! She's like, ow, my face. And the elves fit each foot with a shiny black boot.
Oh, she loves that one. Look, she's holding the bird. Right, next page, please, Dad. Come on. What's she doing in it?
What are they playing? Can you remember their names? We love it. Merry Christmas to all. Sweet dreams and good night. Oh ho ho.
They're going to take you to see Santa Claus soon, when?
Merry Christmas. Where?
I don't know. I feel like we should take her this year.
At Santa's grotto. Where else? There's only one in the world, obviously. There's only one Santa.
Maybe he'll turn up at the door, at the Ring doorbell. That's what they do these days.
No. You're like a little Britain character.
Watching that scene on YouTube earlier. They don't make things like that anymore, do they, Little Britain? Anyone else watch that back in the day? It's a bit. Her sleeping bag is sog.
Your bum bum's a bit soggy, isn't it? There's no change to it.
We do like to keep things very relaxed here. Those who subscribe to the school of keeping everyone under lock and key.
That's winning at the moment.
If you don't yawn and do the Lion King soundtrack, then I don't know who you are, because I do. Anyway, good morning, guys. I am very tired today. I've been very tired for quite a few days now because Winnie has entered the 4-month sleep regression, and I was being way too positive, thinking she's gonna be that baby that doesn't do it. But she did. Bang on her 4-month birthday on the weekend. Sleep went out the window. I think because it's so broken as well, it honestly feels like the worst sleep I've ever had in my life. Because I've slept badly when I've been like excited for something in the morning. Like if it's Christmas Eve, I usually sleep badly because I'm excited for the next day. Probably less than I sleep now with this broken sleep, but just because it's so broken and like cut up, it just feels so much worse. So sorry if I yawn a lot today, because I probably will. Anyway, we are going to make ourselves look a little bit more alive together this morning because I need it, and I'm going to do some filming, so I need to sort myself out. So we're going to do that together, and I thought we could have a little bit of a chit chat because I have put a question box on my Instagram to chat about things which I thought we could do together. I also put up my vlog last night, the last vlog, and I just wanted to say thank you to anybody that left a lovely comment on it, because I was talking about my grandma passing and sort of, oh, I just mentioned a little bit about feeling with, you know, dealing with grief as an adult kind of for the first time properly, because it was, you know, the first person in my life, which I feel really lucky for, you know, at 27, it being the first person that I was super close to that passed away, because I know a lot of people deal with grief, you know, throughout their life before they're 27, and I've been really lucky to not, touch wood. I hate saying stuff like that and tempting fate, I'm really superstitious. But yeah, I feel really lucky, but also, you know, it's not lucky because my grandma passed away. And yeah, anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to anybody that left a lovely comment, because I saw some lovely messages and people explaining, you know, situations they've had similar and how they've dealt with it, and like lovely things about how, oh, I can't remember what someone said. They said something about how our eggs are, oh, what did they, let me find the comment, because I read it this morning and I thought it was really nice, a nice way of like viewing it. Hang on. Think about it this way: women are born with their set amount of eggs that they'll have for their entire life. That means if you are pregnant with a baby girl, you technically are also creating your half of your grandchildren eggs at the same time. So although Winnie and your grandma have never met in person, she's closer to your grandma than you think, which I thought was really sweet. And I heard someone say that a long time ago, and it took me a while to get my head around what they meant, but I kind of get it, where like my eggs were developed through, like, in my mum. I don't know, you know what, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But yeah, I just thought it was a really lovely way to look at it, where she's kind of more connected than we think. Guys, it was honestly the most dark and gloomy day ever today. I just want to sit on the sofa and watch Christmas films. That's kind of what I want to do every day from like August. But it really does feel like one of those days where you just want to hide away and hibernate. Look at this. Can you see? It's just so dark. And it's like the morning. How are you finding it having 3 pets and a baby? That's a lot of love to give out. Do you know what? It is, but I love it. But I will say that I get very worried about the dogs and just making sure they're getting enough attention. Because Biscuit, I mean, obviously I want Biscuit, our cat, to get a lot of attention as well. But he's a cat, and he's actually, do you know what? I really thought he was going to be a big soppy cat that just wanted loads of cuddles, because his breed is usually more known for that than, like, for instance, our previous cat Poppy, who was a tortoiseshell, and they're kind of much more wild, whereas Biscuit is a Scottish fold, and he is supposed to be just like quite loving and cuddly in general, their breed is. However, he is not, and he is very sassy. He likes his own space. He prefers the dogs to us, I think. Cuddles up to them more so than us. Like, we try to cuddle him and stroke him and he just slaps us. So I don't worry too much about Biscuit, because I think he gets a lot of it from Basil particularly, which is really cute. However, the dogs, Bluebell in particular, I do worry about quite a lot, because she is very attached to me, and I know I've heard lots of people say that dogs get really sad when you have a baby and they just feel like the difference and they feel left out. So I try to make a very conscious effort to give her a lot of cuddles and kisses if I notice that, you know, I've been really busy with Winnie for quite a few hour gap where I haven't had my hands free to kind of give her any attention. But I do feel guilty about it, and it's something that I struggle with every single day, where it breaks my heart a little bit, where I just think, you know, she had all of me before and now I can't really give her that at the moment anyway. I'm excited for when Winnie's a little bit older and she'll get attention through Winnie as well as me. Is your app doing a Black Friday sale? Yes, it is. Excited because we're doing a huge deal specifically on our annual membership. So if you don't know, my app is called Beyond, and it is a fitness predominantly app, but it's very focused on your mental well-being as well as your physical well-being, which is something I really wanted to do when I created it. There's loads and loads of fitness apps out there, and I wanted to kind of put a little bit more focus on how movement really does help you mentally as well as physically. So we do that through, you know, not using toxic language, not using, you know, calorie counting as a specific forefront of our food section. You can turn the calories and macros on in settings if you want to see them on all of our recipes. However, it is set to off when you join the app in case it does trigger you. We have a whole section on self-love, and we've got audios that are there to kind of help you with self-love, gym anxiety, your relationship with food. We've got a podcast on there with sort of longer form chats, which are, you know, have guests to help you with all of these things that are going to help you day to day with your mental health. And yeah, I just really wanted to create a safe space for fitness for women, and I really feel like we have done that over the past few years with Beyond. And the type of people that use Beyond I feel like are really lovely, because there's a chat section within the app as well where you can kind of make friends and just chat with like-minded people. So that was another thing I really wanted to have on there, so that if you are looking for new people to meet that have similar interests to you, then you can on there. But yeah, we are doing a Black Friday sale. You can actually get the annual membership for £47.99, which is just £1 a week. So that is kind of our big deal, but we will also be doing discounts on our monthly and quarterly memberships as well. So that starts the day this vlog goes up, I think. On the 20th we are starting the sale. But yeah, if you have been thinking about joining a fitness app, you are looking for that new start with your fitness, or you are an advanced lifter and you want something to just give you a structure, get you motivated, or really get you that progress, because the guides that I write in the app are written with progressive overload and they will get you results. They're designed to do that. It's not loads of random workouts put together. It's a very specific structure and formula that I make for each guide so that you can get progress. And there are so many guides on there. If you are looking for a beginner guide, an advanced guide, or home gym, we've got all the different options, so you can just find one that suits you best and your situation, your setup. So yeah, we are doing a sale. That was a very, very long-winded answer to that one, so sorry about that. How did you manage your training sessions during pregnancy? Do you know what, I was thinking about this the other day, because I feel like I've kind of forgotten what it felt like to have my bump now. And it was weird when I was pregnant, couldn't remember what it was like not having a bump, but now I've sort of forgotten how it felt carrying that bump. And I was thinking about the other day how hard it really was, and I guess I didn't fully talk about it because I was so in it that I just wanted to get on with it, but it was really hard. I think as well it's just varies day to day. Some days you wake up when you're pregnant, and I found anyway that I felt okay and I had a little bit more energy, and some days I had zero and I felt heavy. I felt tight and uncomfortable. Like the pressure I found, particularly from like 30 weeks, just in my stomach, it felt like my skin was constantly stretched. I'm trying right now to kind of remember those feelings, because you do forget, and it's like when you give birth, you forget the pain that it was, even though in that moment you're like, I'm never gonna forget how painful this is, but you actually do. It's like your brain sort of shuts off from it. How did I manage? I think I just tried to tell myself to keep going, to be honest, and I did listen to my body. I definitely didn't train as much when I was pregnant, especially as I got bigger, and the first trimester when I felt quite like sick, especially in the morning. Every day felt quite different, and some days I did wake up and felt okay, like I was saying, but some days I did wake up and I was like, I feel like a heifer lump, I am not moving. But I think what I did try to do is not stop exercising completely. And you know, if I was feeling really rubbish, I either wouldn't go or I'd do something very, very light. I'd just walk on the treadmill at a high incline and just move. I didn't want to stop moving, because I think if I fully stopped for like a week or two, I might find it harder then to go back. So yeah, if I just could not be bothered, I would rest, but I try not to fully not move my body for a whole week. Just would have like snowballed, and I would have just been like, nah, I'm done. And I really wanted to try to keep going through my pregnancy. Obviously I was very lucky with that too, because I didn't have a high risk pregnancy and I did work out before I was pregnant, so I was able to keep going. Yeah, it was hard. But I'm really glad that I did it, because I really wanted to, if I could. I always said to myself, I hope that I can keep exercising through it. Like maybe in my second pregnancy it'll be harder because I'll already have a child. But for that first one, I definitely am so glad that I was able to do that. How's your hair doing so far postpartum? Do you know what, I wanted to have a conversation about this because I actually have bought myself some hair vitamins and I'm trying them out. I will report back if they are good or not, because I don't know. Do you know what, I don't think I've got hair loss yet though. but apparently that happens when you stop breastfeeding. So I've heard a lot of people lose it, particularly here, and you get a little bit baldy, which is going to be great considering my hair is already so thin and wispy and rubbish. It may look long, but it is accompanied by some little extensions because the front of my hair is always so broken, and it has been for like years. I mean, it's better than it used to be, and I think pregnancy helped my hair a little bit where it did grow. So these extensions are not a different length, but they do add a lot of thickness to it. They aren't looking their greatest anymore though, because I need to get them redone. I've actually lost quite a few, I think, because my hair's been so greasy since giving birth. Apparently that's the thing as well. I used to be able to go a week, only wash my hair once. It took a long time for me to get to there. Actually, I used to wash my hair every single day, and then my hairdresser a few years back was like, you need to stop that, hun. So I gradually washed it less, used dry shampoo in between, and got it to being able to wash it just once a week. Not since I've given birth though. My hair gets so greasy and so flat, and just, yeah, it's not in its greatest at the moment. I curl it most of the time, so it kind of hides it, and I use loads of dry shampoo, which also volumizes it. I haven't had any hair loss yet, but I'm sure it is on its way. Yeah, it's definitely overlined the lip. So I saw someone on TikTok the other day doing the Kylie Jenner overline, and she literally had it like, I wish I'd saved that TikTok, but it actually looked alright. And I was like, she like lined it like there. She did the top bit and somehow it worked. I feel like I would look like a clown if I did that. Have you got your sex drive back since birth? I haven't heard much about this, you know, and whether it's common to lose your sex drive. I think it's very common though to be freaked out by sex after birth, because so much goes on down there, and obviously depending on what kind of birth you have, and you know, if you get much stitching, and yeah, just in general what kind of birth you have and how your recovery goes, it will massively affect how you have sex and whether you're comfortable having sex after birth. I feel like it's very scary after birth, the thought of having sex again, particularly in those first few weeks. You literally couldn't think of anything worse, I found. Because I was in a lot of pain because I did have internal stitching, and even if I I was so scared to even touch anywhere near that area for about 3 weeks, because I was really weirded out by the fact I had internal stitching, and I didn't want to feel it, even though, like, I don't know, and just in general, when I was growing up, just hear that everything changes completely down there after you give birth. Now, this will obviously again vary woman to woman, but I will say, I asked Niall, does it look different? And he said no. So, I mean, I'm 4 months now gone. Afterwards it definitely will look different, but I asked him about 2 months afterwards. I was like, can you go down and have a look? Because I still hadn't looked. And he said, no, it doesn't look any different, really. That will vary though. I don't want to say that that is going to be the case for everyone. And I'm just going off my own experience. But that whole thing about how you will never look ever the same, you're like floppy. Maybe after like the 4th child, that will be the case, but maybe this is TMI as well to say to you on here, but I just wanted to say to anybody that is scaremongered, where it's like you will just look completely different, and just, yeah, you hear all those horrible sayings, I'm not going to say them, that people say about down there after giving birth, and it's just not always going to be the case. But sex drive, I feel like it took me until 6 weeks to want to have sex again, and it's still not quite the same yet. And the first time we had sex, I will say that I felt quite numb. Maybe the first 2 times I felt really numb, and I was quite worried about that as well. Like, I've heard a lot of women lose the sensation down there. I've definitely overlined my lips, they're really distracting me. I can see them in the camera lens, they just look too big. It's getting there. I feel like it also will depend on how you feel about your body postpartum as well, because I definitely don't feel sexy at the moment still. I'm still kind of finding my groove with that and getting to know my body again, and I think it's really important to talk to your partner about this too, because Niall really eggs me on and he makes me feel good in my body now, and just I think that's really important, to feel like you want to have sex with your partner. I always say to Niall, like, I need to feel connected to you day to day, you know, especially in those early weeks. You're not really romantic because you're just getting through the newborn stage and you're tired and you're really focused on the baby. But now we are getting, I mean, I say we're getting a groove, but Winnie is now regressing with her sleep, so we're losing sleep a lot again, and we're trying to get in as much sleep as we can when we can, so it's hard to fit it in. But I do find just that connection with Niall is so key right now, in the way that we try and cuddle and kiss throughout the day, and I talk to him if I'm not feeling that comfortable in the way that I'm feeling in my body some days more than others, and how that then translates into not feeling very sexual and wanting to have sex. So yeah, Niall definitely helps me to feel it again, and I don't feel as numb down there anymore as well. That was sort of just the first few times. I'm being really TMI, I know, but we're all gals here probably. I think most of you are girls, and it's something that I never heard anyone talk about before I had a baby, so I was really like nervous about how I was going to look down there, how I was going to feel down there. My experience so far has not been the horror stories that I heard before. It will obviously depend on your body, how you gave birth, if your partner is going to, you know, work with you and support you afterwards, because that makes a huge difference, I find, to my confidence. Do you know what time it is?
Breakfast time. I like Niall doing that.
We're having a competition. Mine look way better than yours.
Yeah, but...
Come on, snazz it up a bit.
No, that's all right. I want to snazz it up.
A bit of maple to top. Maple and banana is so nice.
I thought you were going to say a bit of maple to my syrup.
Maple to my syrup. Okay, whose oats are better?
Wait. Slow, wait, Meg. I mean, it's not even on. We need to weigh this.
Why are you weighing it?
I always weigh my honey because I end up putting loads on. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it. Let's get rid of that.
What's it do? Oh, wait.
Let's get rid of that. We're all good.
Okay, competition. Whose oats are better, mine or Carl's? Mine, Carl's.
Yeah, but anything you put chia seeds on, it's just going to look way better, innit?
Get some in yours, they're healthy.
Nah, I'm not first.
So I've got one of these little Fuel chocolate porridge packs.
I've got about 3 of them.
I've got a banana, choc chips, chia seeds and maple syrup.
And mine's just banana and honey, because I'm a standard
Simple
guy.
and...
I've always been a simple guy.
It's basic.
And you're not changing me. Alright?
Alright.
I've had enough of this.
Ching, happy oat day.
What are you looking at? Yay! Oh, you're going to be a vlogger, aren't you? I can tell. You're going to be... Oh, her mouth went like that. Yes, I will. You're going to be able... What you got to say to the fam then? Go on then. Give us your words of wisdom.
Want a sip? No. Bit big for you. Oh, someone's at the door.
Should we go and see who that is? It's either a delivery man or Niall. If it's not Niall, it's so embarrassing. And look who we have here.
Hey, Gorge. Hello.
Daddy's home.
Rosy cheeks.
Cute. Oh, it's such a happy family.
Okay, we are having a lie down for a second. Look how snuggly this bedding is. I'll show you properly afterwards, but can you see the teddiness to it? I put it on yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, it was very hot in the night. And I'm one of those people that likes being cold and being able to snuggle in, but I did sacrifice for the fact that this is so cute. It's really comfy, but it is just slightly warm. Anyway, I wanted to have a quick chat with you actually about body image and how I'm feeling postpartum and just in general at the moment, because I haven't really spoken about this yet. And lots of you have said to me, like, can you talk about it? How are you feeling about it? And I do feel a little bit nervous to talk about it, to be honest, because it is such a sensitive subject. And, you know, every woman experiences body image and their thoughts towards body image within themselves so differently, but particularly postpartum, because it's so dependent on your situation as to how your body is after you give birth, blah blah blah. But I thought I'd just have a very quick chat, just a little touch on it, because I did talk a little bit about it on Instagram, and I posted a video showing like the placement of my clothes to show you a little bit of my reality beneath my clothes, because although, you know, I do feel fortunate that my body has strengthened a lot since giving birth, and a lot of that is to do with genetics, the type of pregnancy and birth I had, and the fact that I, you know, had that previous experience of weightlifting that was very prominent in my life. My body has changed, and I wanted to share that, but I'm just conscious of sharing it because I know some people might feel like their situation is much worse, and I just didn't want to be irritating if that was the case, because there is always somebody that might have a, you know, a more difficult situation than I do. But we're all allowed to have our own situation, and we're all, it's like when you want to share that something negative is happening in your life, and sometimes you can just think, yeah, but there are people that have it so much worse, which is true, and it's good to recognize that. However, you are allowed to feel what you feel too, if that makes sense. And yeah, I know that I am allowed to, you know, share my changes and it still be, you know, I don't have to justify it, but I do feel like I know that a lot of people experience this a lot harder than maybe I might. So anyway, I'm just going to share a little bit of my experience, because I made this reel on Instagram and I thought that we could do a YouTube version just to show you a little bit of my reality beneath my clothes and how clothing placement can really change the way your body looks. I'm almost always in gym clothes, not always, but I'm always in clothes or gym clothes, so you can't necessarily see the changes that I might have to my body since giving birth. So I thought I'd just show you, particularly with high-waisted gym leggings, how different anyone's body can look beneath the high-waisted compressive waistband and flattering clothing, do you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is make a little edit here, hopefully, and show you a little bit of what I showed on Instagram, just in case you didn't see it, just so you can see a little bit of reality. Hopefully you got the gist there. But I just think it's really important to remember as well that clothing placement can make your body, as well as angles, look so different. And it's not that I've been hiding it at all. I just, like I said, don't want to shout loads about, I don't know, I'm obviously kind of navigating this stage of my life anyway online, because it's such a up and down time in a woman's life, for so many different reasons, because you're working out yourself, working out mum, how you're going to be mum, your brain is most of the time thinking about your baby and blah blah blah. So also doing that all online and knowing what to share and what not to share, and not to kind of upset anyone who might have a more difficult situation than you, is a mission, and I'm just kind of working out what to share. But yeah, my body isn't exactly the same. I've got looser skin on my tummy particularly, I've got squidgier bits around my waist and my back, and that's just a little bit of my reality beneath my gym leggings, which I'm usually wearing. But I also just want to say to anybody that is experiencing change with their body, whether it, you know, postpartum or just in general you're experiencing difficulty with your body image, I just wanted to send you loads of love. Most of us are struggling with something personally that actually most people on the outside probably wouldn't even notice on you, but completely hear you if you are kind of having your own struggles. We're all justified to, like, you know, have our own body image things, but I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like my tired brain is catching up because it's now like that 3 o'clock time, early afternoon, where the tiredness hits. At this moment in time, my body image is not the most important thing to me right now. So that's another reason why I haven't massively, you know, made it a big subject online in my life, in what I share. But I, of course, have a lot of changes going on, and that's just a little snippet of it.
I'll go smell something.
Oh.
Never kiss.
Guys, Wynn did her first laugh the other day and she was like, but she only did it once and that was it. Can we hear your little laugh again, my baby?
It's hard. She doesn't find that many things.
Yes, she does.
She does, to be very. Stinky cheese is not too old yet, is it?
She knows so quickly, doesn't she? Oh dear. I'm just opening a White Company parcel that I ordered the other day. I thought we could have a little look together. I'm also talking in a very hushed tone still because honestly, I feel like all day me and Niall have just been trying to get Winnie to nap. And she does not want to, but she is so grumpy because she is not sleeping enough. So it's just been a case of the past like 3 hours who could get her down, and we finally have. So the hushed tone is because I'm so worried that she's gonna wake up and I just really want her to sleep so she'll be happy. I feel like this vlog is not going to be the most riveting at the moment either, so sorry about that. It's just been one of those days, just trying to look after Wynn and make sure she is okay, because she's just in a bit of a phase, I think, where she's just a bit fuming. Anyway, sorry about the vlog footage if there isn't much. Although me and Niall are actually going to make some cozy soup. That doesn't sound very exciting, but there's this recipe that Niall made last year for his brand The Good Bite, which I just have been craving making, and it's like this fresh veggie soup with cheesy toasties on the side, and I don't know, I'm really feeling it, and it's very cozy. So I think I'm going to set the scene downstairs and just make it all cozy ambiance and make lots of fresh vegetable soup clips. To the White Company. I actually did this order because I was ordering from there for my big Christmas giveaway, which has already gone live on my Instagram. I'll pop the pictures up because usually I talk about it in the vlog as well in case you missed the Instagram post. But essentially I do this every year where I just like to gather up lots of lovely bits of things that I love and can kind of give to one of you guys just to say thank you for just being here, basically. And letting me chat to you about all the random things in life that I chat to you about for another year. So yeah, I will link that in the description box too, but part of that giveaway was the White Company. And I also got myself a few bits that I love this time of year. So I got myself some of the diffusers because they are the best, and they just smell so like potent, and they actually smell, because I feel like some diffusers are just rubbish, aren't they? But the Fireside scent is my absolute favourite. It smells kind of like smoky bonfire with a tinge of spice to it. I love it. And I also got myself this Fireside candle, a large one, which is so beautiful, and I feel like lasts the whole of the winter season because it's just so big. Ooh, that smells so good. It takes me back to when we first moved into this house for some reason, because I think that was the year that I first got it. Oh, it's just lovely. Do you know what I did? I ordered too many. So I thought, because I've got this extra one, which I didn't mean to order, I only meant to order myself one, I would give one of you guys it. So if you would like it, please leave your, I'm just thinking on the spot, leave your Instagram in the comments, and I will just randomly pick one of you to message and send to you, because I did not mean to order two, and they are absolutely lovely, and I'm sure you'll love the scent as much as me because it is stunning.
I woke up this morning, I looked outside my window where children lighting up the Christmas tree, and the snow is falling. It reminds me of the good times, those winters we would spend, just you and me. It's been such a long time.
SZN.
We've got matching hoodies.
Yeah, we do.
Is yours cropped?
We look like, yeah, is yours cropped?
Meggan's got a vendetta against cropped
Miles
clothes.
started loving crop tops.
No. Oh, you know what you're doing there. You know how
You
to
call
push
them
my
crop
buttons.
tops. You
No,
think
they are cropped
tops.
compared to
Crop
regular.
tops.
It's not a crop top.
Miles got this new trend, right, where
This is not my hoodie, is it?
his tops end here.
No, they don't.
They do, because
Okay, a couple. The ones from
no, they do. But you're not supposed to put them with
But
no rise here. You wouldn't put them with them, because then you'd have your bell out.
My bell. My belly.
Your bell? Me and
Well, you can't just say you'd have your bell out.
Me and Bridie
not-
used to call it your bell when we were younger.
Right, guys.
Not your belly!
Any guys out there that's what's in the guys don't want super long tops anymore. It's 2023, and cropped
No,
doesn't
guys,
mean this.
He
like
just
a crop
loves
top.
a crop top, Niall does.
No, because it's about proportions. Don't worry.
Anyway, we are making soup. So this is how it's looking. We've roasted all the veggies and we've poured all of it into the pan to simmer. My brain's not working.
With some stock and some herbs and stuff. And now, what do you think we need to do to that?
Blend it.
Make it a soup.
Make it a soup. So we're gonna pop this in the blender and then make some cheese toasties to go with it.
Can't wait. I'm so excited.
Biggest diva
I'm
when you
staying
cook.
away because that's gonna get. Oh my god! Oh my god! Someone hold the handle.
I've got the handle.
It's giving me anxiety.
You're such. He's so annoying in the kitchen. If I cut something, he's like, wrong knife.
Because you.
Oh, that's
No,
not bread
because you
knife.
try. You were trying to cut. You try and cut things with bread knives when it's not bread, and vice
Yeah, you
versa.
literally sound like you
Gives me the ick. Crop tops give you the ick, and that gives me the ick.
chomping on chicken gives me.
Oh. No. No.
It's not. Oh, it has sprayed me. Oh yeah, sorry, you get my hoodie, not yours. That's right.
Yeah, I said I don't want to get stains. I've learned
A
it.
freaking apron. You work in a kitchen and you just get oil.
I've got
clothes in.
aprons, but I don't want to wear an apron when I'm cooking. See that bread just emulsified it.
I can't believe there's bread in there. It's Niall's soup tip of the day. Put bread in your mix.
Yeah, it's something
And
about
have it
adding
on the
olive
side.
oil and bread at the same time, which makes it
Does it?
creamier, like emulsified like that.
Oof. Does this make any of you guys want soup? I'm not a big soup gal, but this looks nice.
But the actual really good thing about this recipe is that you make a cheese toasty.
Oof.
You make a cheese toasty and then you use it as croutons basically for the soup.
Oh.
So you're pulling out bits of cheese toasty out of your soup.
Game changer, guys.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like this calls for a cosy evening of sofa snuggles.
Your toasty's going to be nice and buttery.
Some people hate the word snuggle, don't they? It's like one of those words where it's a bit cringe.
Oh, humbug. That's what I say to them, guys.
You back in the day until I converted you into a Christmas man. That's so nice. Do you know what I hate? Those soup with bits in, so I'm glad we haven't done that. Get those chicken ones with freaking
Not even breads of
bitty
breads of
peas in.
bits.
Pardon?
No, I meant to say not even bits of bread, but it's like I said not even breads of bits.
What's going on with your friend today?
I feel like we've dealt quite well with the newborn.
We're regressing now, aren't we?
I think we're regressing. We're actually regressing. It's not just winning.
We've
No,
aged.
I think after
aged
4
in the
months
past few
of,
days.
you know, like not having a single night where you can just sleep through, I think it's catching up on you. Basically, that's what I want to say.
Well, it's intensified quite a lot over the past 4 days, so... I mean, we're only 4 days in. Some people this last 6 months.
The monster has awoken,
Oh, she's a bit
and she's grumpy. Right,
Oh, look at those cheese toasty minis.
croutons.
Ooh.
What you do is you just dip them in, and you submerge them,
Ooh.
and you let them soak up some of that tomato soup, but not too much because you still want a bit of crunch. You see?
Yeah, don't want soggy Weetabix.
Well, no, no one wants soggy Weetabix, do they?
Some people love a bit of soggy Weetabix.
To be fair, I'd eat a bit of soggy Weetabix.
Would you? Oh no, it has to be crispy for me.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that, how it puffs up the soup.
If you
Soon, Daddy's gonna make you the yummiest meals you've ever eaten, better than Booby.
you ready?
I'm in love.
This is gonna rock your world.
You sound like a creep. Rock your world.
It's gonna rock your world.
I want it.
Yes, for you.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
you blew it for me.
Yeah, of course I am. Just give your lips a little leg before you start talking, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, good.
that bread's really nice as well.
Yeah.
Tiger bread.
We can tell them,
Go on then.
but it's not 100% confirmed, but it's... So you might have to cut this bit out. It looks like
that cheese is so nice.
my book may be getting sold in
Drum roll.
Tesco, which I'm not an expert on this, but apparently that's
no,
a big.
you can't
that's
shop
quite
at Waitrose anymore. You need to shop at Tesco.
Well, it might be in Waitrose as well. Who knows?
No, I
I've
love
got
a
nothing
bit of
against Tesco. I like Tesco.
Mashed
But yeah,
it.
that's it. So yeah,
Proud of you.
thanks if you pre-ordered the book. That's because of you, that is. You. My heart goes out to you.
You sound like Sam.
I'm trying to get my vlogging skills up because
Ready for December.
yeah, I need to hit the ground running in December.
Oh, you literally seem really... Niall was worried that he's like awkward on camera. Does anyone think he's awkward on camera?
No, not awkward.
No, you feel awkward is what you said.
It's like you're just going to second guess yourself with
Yeah, but you just got...
you've not been on camera much, aren't you?
Well, yeah, it is weird when you first start going on camera talking, but you've
But
done
then
it for
that's
years.
probably more natural, isn't it?
Oh, I thought she was going back to sleep then.
Maybe
You're
she
so
needs to.
tired, baby.
I'll take it.
Anyway, soup season is upon us, guys. If you make a soup, let me know. I have brought down some festive cushions, including some new ones I got from HomeSense, which I feel like are adorable. And I am going to festify the sofa, remove the pumpkins and the orange, and we're getting festive, aren't we, baby blue? So I think we're gonna do a 3, 2, 1 transition. In 3, 2, 1. He's doing it with me. Done. Oh, we've got a bit steamy somehow. So, I feel like these candy canes look really nice. I was a little bit concerned if they were gonna, I don't know. I was thinking of doing red instead of those green ones, but I think it looks a little bit nicer, just being a bit subtle. So these are all cushions that I've got from either HomeSense or H&M Home over the years. And then we've got the new little candy canes, which I feel like just give it that little extra something. But yeah, I love it. And then I've just popped out this candle and tree on the coffee table to add a little bit of Christmas schnaz there too. Lovely jubbly, ready for bake off, innit, Win? Good evening, everybody. We are running a bath and I am very excited about it. I also just got out our festive bath mat from last year. Have a bath, you filthy animal. I love it. And I think I'm just gonna quickly wash my face and put my skincare on, because isn't that just the best feeling in the world at the end of the day? The end of a day full of tears and tiredness, because that's what I'm feeling right now. Oh, I hope it doesn't come across moany though, because I know that it's important to show realistic days and moments which are just very all over the shop, especially, you know, with having a small baby. It's just how it is, and some days are easier than others, and today was a slightly more difficult one, but that's just how it goes when you've got a 4-month-old who doesn't want to sleep anymore. But I think I'm going to finish this vlog here, because I just want to get in my bath and get snuggly, read Win a book, watch Bake Off, give Niall a cuddle, because that's the other thing with days like today, we just don't really get to massively connect at all on any level, because we're just kind of in parent mode in between doing our work. So yeah, I think I'm going to just wind down and get snuggly and give Win a cuddle, give her lots of milk, and hope that she has a nice sleep tonight. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry if it isn't the most riveting, but I'm sure we'll get back on track, ready for Vlogmas. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure we'll have days like this during Vlogmas too, because Vlogmas is a lot more, you know, regular, and you will just see the days which are wild and then some days which are a bit more calm. But anyway, I hope you're all okay. Thank you for joining me today, and I will hopefully see you in my next one very, very soon.
I'm coming home.
Standing! Look at my strong leggies.